Wandering Winder here with some Dominion, and well, it looks like it's pretty hard to thin here. There's kind of trader, but it's pretty bad for thinning. However, pretty darn sure I'm going to build anyway. I'm going to start with patron gear. Patrons are going to just be a little bit of smoothness. I'm going to try to pick up a bunch of wharves, maybe Prince of Patron at some point. Yeah. Probably gonna set the patron aside here and pick up another gear. I'm not gonna worry too much about encampment stuff, at least in the short term. Other stuff seems more important. My opponent is going to worry about this stuff, but that's pretty okay with me. So this is 6, which isn't, the best amount ever, but we're gonna pick up a wharf anyway. I think we're going to try to get to Prince for our village needs. I mean, we could take a gold here and take encampments, but I think I'd still rather do this. There's 1 copper and 2 estates down here. You know what? Maybe what I do here is buy double encampment. Probably just let's fire 1 off. Okay, this is okay. You can get encampment plunder here. Plunder seems better than gold to me. Now we're going to play the gear, I think. Just try to... I mean, I think I really like my spot. The wharves seem important. I still would kind of like a prince. And you're probably closer to getting prince because you could like afford 1 here, for instance. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. Set aside encampment. Estate. Play the wharf. Play the patron. Play the gear. Set aside just estate. Well, I should set aside this plunder, huh? So that it hooks next turn. The encampment that I have down there for sure. Should I take another wharf here? Let's just take the encampment. It seems more important anyway. Let's take a haven, I guess. Not huge on the haven, but it's probably fine. So I'm out of villagers at the moment, but the name of the game is... Well, the name of the game is not build. The name of the game is Dominion. You have 13 and no extra buys, and you finally take a wharf. Okay, so let's do this. Play a wharf. Play an encampment. Under. Now. 3 buys, 11, 13. I think I'm going to haven a plunder here. buy a second one and another wharf. And the reason why is I want to be able to fire off these encampments. That's a very dangerous thing. Well, I mean, I guess you can always owl the encampment that's set aside, but it looks a bit eek to me. Okay, gear now. Set aside a gear and one of our plunders. Now I want another wharf, and I guess another plunder, and I guess another haven. But I really want to be getting the draw going, and then having the haven and gear to set the stuff aside is going to make my encampments reliable. So I should be in just complete control now. Yup. Yup. Wharf. Yup. Gear. Let's just set aside. Actually, let's do it this way. Haven, a plunder aside. Play these patrons. Okay. So now I don't even think I need this prince, do I? Let's just take the last couple plunders and another wharf. Probably work up another wharf here. It's just really important to be drawing cards. We may need a prince eventually, but I'm not going to worry too much about that ahead of time. Slightly think about piles, I guess. The encampment plunder pile is gone. The wharf pile is low. Okay. So not a good draw here. Five, 11, 13. So I knew that I had two more plunders down here, so I risked. Maybe I shouldn't have risked because I'm so far ahead, but also the prince is probably not, like, I could have just provinced. I could have done kind of anything really, but so with enough buys we might be able to pile on Wharves and Ruins, using Death Card to help potentially. We might be able to, I don't know, but I know that you don't have near as many buys, so I'm not so concerned about what you can do. You are thinking about whether you're trying to owl this encampment start of turn, or let the wharf and stuff resolve, in which case you're gonna need to reveal. And it worked out for you here. My guess is that you had to draw that. Okay, so you've gotten a traitor, which is okay. So the wharves are gone, so this pile out might actually be a plausible thing to happen here. Five buys. I need how much money? 16. I should have it then. needed 20. Well, I had that too, but with the extra buys, made it easier. Yeah, never played the prince. But I mean, whatever. As you can't play around me doing anything. Of course, I'm just winning by that point anyway.